Alright, subpart B, loading, unloading, and handling. Quantity of limitation cargo located. No person must carry the aircraft that has material except for the permitted to the subchapter. Except otherwise provided the subchapter. No person may carry that has material within cap. The passenger carrying the aircraft on the flight deck of any aircraft that has material must be located with the plate within the person other than the crew member that has material being carried with the deck of the cargo compared with the passenger aircraft and provide with the compartment the nesting accessible with the passenger that meet all the certification requirements of Class B of the aircraft, the component of the compartment of the Title 14 CFR 12585 7 B for a Class C aircraft that cargo compartment of the Title 14 CFR 2585 7 C for the package of the bearing the keep the weight from the heat handling market that must be protected from the direct sunshine with the store for the cool with the ventilated plate for the away from the store for the heat for each of the place containment has material acceptable carriage around board of the passenger carrying with the aircraft with no more than 25 kilograms 55 pounds net weight for the hazard material may be loaded in accessible manner in addition with the 25 kilograms limitation of the additional 75 kilograms to 165 pounds net weight with the division 2.2 for the non-flammable the compressed gas may be loaded within an accessible manner with the requirements of the paragraph C, but do not apply with the Class 9 article identification number to UN 0012 0014 0055, also meaning requirements of 17363B, subchapter article identification UN number 3528 3529, limited to expect with the quantity of personnel, quantity of material for the purpose of section E, accessible to the passenger with the carrying of the cargo only with the aircraft of each of the passenger, each package loaded with the crew member, the other authorized person, the accept the handle when this side of the way of the permanent separates the size of the package of the other cargo during the flight, include the freight container and accessible cargo compartment when the package is loaded in an accessible manner. Additional with the package is considered accessible when the transporting with only if it is the cargo compared with the FAA Class C with the aircraft cargo compartment defined in Title 14 CFR 2587 C, or if the FAA certified with the freight with the container has approved the fire smoke detection system, fire suppression system equivalent to that required with the certification requirement of Class C cargo aircraft cargo compartment accessible to means for all their configurations include the package load with the crew member the other authorized person cannot accept the handle for the weight one side of the weight of the permanent separate with the size package of the other cargo during the flight with include the freight with the container accessible cargo compartment packages loaded in accessible manner. For the transportation aboard the cargo only the requirements for the paragraph of the of the section do not apply to the following hazard material Class 3 PG 33 with the MS substance of the label of the crew for the Class 7 one unless the substance is labeled with any hazard of the division except for the flame of the liquid division 60 with the Class 7 then left the hazard material to meet for the definition and the hazard class the Class 9 article with identification number UN 0012 0014 0055 meet with the requirements of the 17363B with the subchapter article with identification number UN 3528 3529 but those marked with the limited quality accepted the quantity in material the package with the hazard material transported aboard the cargo aircraft with the mean with the transportation practical with the non-available according to the procedure with the written with the FAA regional office with the region with the officers the certified the passenger with the hazard material the certified hazard material cargo on small single pilot cargo aircraft no person is carried on the aircraft other than the pilot with the FAA inspected the ship with the consent with the material with the browser with the ship with the consignment with those designated with the writing and any position necessary with the handle the material the pilot provided with the written instruction for the carriage with the proper handling of the materials whenever the chain of the pilot secure with all the material that's on board the new pilot is briefed down with the hand-to-hand signature with the service provide the operator of the aircraft the minimum quantity limit of the loading instruct the following with the quantity of the loading on the table on the be used to maintain with the acceptable quantity of the loading between the packages containing hazardous material and the quantity and load table is as follows. They show the quantity storage and compatibility cargo the storage of the aircraft this air cargo fits over any other air designated with the stove that has material package with the hazard material which might react dangerously in one another may not be placed with things next to each other within the would allow the dangerous interaction with the event with the leakage the minimum of the segregation instructions to prescribe in the following the segregation table must be filed with the maintain an acceptable segregation between the package contained with the hazard table the different hazard the segregation table instruction apply with whether or not class of the division primarily or subsidiary risk of the segregation table allows. Instructing you the segregation table is filed with the hazard label the class of the division is not shown on the table not subject to segregation requirements of the dots within intersect the row with the column indicate the no restriction apply with the letter X intersect the row column indicates the package contained with these class of the hazard material may not be shown with their in contact with each other where they can push it and would allow the interaction with the event with the leakage of the content of no one of the intersection on the row of the column mean the following only the subdivision only division 1-4 with the group that has the 12 the permitted transported aboard the passenger of the aircraft only certain division 1-3 with the compatible C group C with the and G with the group with the 1-4 compatible to B C D E and G with the S aircraft that's been transported with the aboard cargo aircraft division 1-4 explode with the department group 7 group S may be stowed with the division 1-3 with 1-4 with the compatibility group with the permitted aircraft under paragraph C4 and 4-1 except the division 1-4B with explosive otherwise provided with no explosive different compatible the group of the B so together with the winner not being belong to the same division 1 division 1 1-4B with the explosive must be stowed together with any aircraft explosive permitted above the aircraft except the Division 1-4F unless it's rated as described in paragraph C-4-4 with the section 1. The Division 1-4B with the Division 1-3 the explosive may not be stowed together. Division 1-4B explosive must be loaded within separate unit load the devices and stowed aboard the aircraft. The unloading device must be separated with the cargo with a minimum separate with a 2 meter between the unloaded and until the load device. Division 1-4B with Division 1-3 explosive must be loaded into different non-adjacent loading of the position and separated by the other cargo minimum separation 2 meters. Note number 2 for the intersection row with the column means the other explosive Division 1-4 with compatible with the group. The seventh explosive may not be stowed together with the class of the packages containing hazardous material of the multiple head for the class and division with required with the segregation and with the segregation table does not need the segregate the other package bearing the same UN number. Alright, A. The package labeled the blasting agent that may not be stowed next to the position that will allow the contact with the package of special fireworks railway torpedoes. 178.5.88 Inspection and orientation and securing the package of the hazardous material. The unit loading device may not be loaded with the aircraft unless the device has been inspected found with the free of any device leakage of the damage of the packaging containing hazardous material package with the hazardous material marked with this side up this end of the arrows so they indicate the proper orientation of the package must be stored and loaded above aboard the aircraft and corporate the mark of the package with the orientation mark with the contained with the liquid hazardous material must be stored and loaded without top closure facing upward and package with the contained with the hazardous material that must be shipped within the aircraft with the main with prevent any of the shipping and of the orientation of package containing class 7 radioactive materials must be skirted in a manner that ensure the separate requirements of 175.701, 175.702 will maintain at all times during the flight. 175.90 the damage shipped in the package over the packaging contained with the hazardous material must be inspected with the damage leaking after the located down with the aircraft. The package the packaging contained with the hazardous material that have been transported in a unit load device area where the unit load device was stowed must be inspected with the evidence of the leakage contamination immediately upon the removal of the unit load device for the aircraft of the package of the overpacks. Must be inspected for the evidence of the damage of the leakage for the unit load device and unloaded. In the event of the leakage of the suspected leak, the compartment of the package overpack with the unloaded device was carried by the inspector. The contamination for the decontaminated effect will be profited by 175.700. The operative of the aircraft must remove the aircraft any of the package bagging with the cargo they appear with the leaking when the contaminated hazardous material within case the package and baggage cargo appear with the liking with the operative must ensure the other package with the baggage and cargo within the same shipment in the proper condition for the transport aboard the aircraft. No other package of the bag of the cargo has been contained with the or is leaking. If the aircraft becomes aware of the packaging and baggage cargo is not identified with the contained hazardous material has been contained, the operator has come to believe that the hazardous material may cover the contamination from the operator must prove the reasonable step to identify the danger for the source of the contamination before the proceeding of the loading of the contaminated baggage of the cargo. If the contamination substance is found with the suspected the hazardous material, the operator must isolate the package. Where to go? If the contaminated baggage of the cargo with the contaminated substance is suspected the hazardous of the operator is isolated with the package bag of the cargo taken appropriately if the staff eliminated identified hazards before continuing the transportation of the animal aircraft. No person may play for the end aboard any of the package of baggage with the cargo with the contaminated with the hazardous material appear within the leaking the package with the contained with the material division 6D with infectious substance provide the damage of the leaking of the person found the package must avoid handling of the package. Keep handling it. The minimum inspection package adjacent leaking package with the contamination withhold the further transportation of the contaminated package and left until it is certain that there can be safely transported comply with the reporting requirements of 171.15, 171, 175.31 of this subchapter and notify the co-signer of the co-signee. Alright, Subpart C, specific regulation applicable according to classification of material.